And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Radio stations in Jamaica are pulling the plug on certain music if it has any mention of crime, violence, or drug use. The music will not be played on air. Can this actually help drive down crime rates on the island? We have Houston's own rap legend Bun B here with us to talk about this. Is this a form of censorship, and will this make a difference in Jamaica?
Well, yes, and possibly. It is definitely a form of censorship. Free speech should be allowed to all people as long as it doesn't offend or hurt anybody. But the violence in Jamaica isn't a product of the music. The music is a product of the violence. That's pretty much how that works. Music is a reflection of the environment in which it's created in by the people and the environment that they grew up in. So the violence that's spoken about in Jamaica is a reflection of the violence that people deal with in Jamaica. And so it's just a reflection of the environment. It's not really something that started the violence. Now, obviously, there can be some violence that's attributed to some of the artists and the music, but these things happen in all genres pretty much.
Should they be looking at the economy and employment and other issues where they can get people off of the streets not committing crimes in Jamaica? Obviously, their main industry there is tourism, and they're concerned about tourists not coming to Jamaica because of the crime. But should they focus their efforts on employment and poverty in order to address crime in that community?
Of course.
Or that nation?
Yeah, of course, because crimes are typically, committed because people lack opportunity. People lack resources. People lack jobs, commerce, just good old-fashioned money. And so when people can't afford to get what they need, sometimes, for their family's sake, they will take what they need. I'm not saying it's right, but it's pretty much what happens. If people have more opportunities for employment, people have more opportunities to take their families out of the ghetto, more opportunities to get their children in good school. Yeah, I think the crime rate would go down because people wouldn't necessarily have to fight in order to eat, have to fight in order to live and survive day to day.
Now, in Jamaica, also one of the issues there is the crime problem, but there's, and if they ban the music on the radio, still the internet.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about the internet?
Well, here's the reality, right? Banning the music doesn't really help anything. I mean, look at America. I mean, if you tried to ban music that talked about crime and drugs, you'd probably take 70% of the music off the radio. And I'm not talking about rap music, pop music.
And keep in mind,
music.
Most young people now listen to the internet, not the radio.
Yeah, no, most people do not get their musical influences or cultural influence, for that matter, from regular radio. Most people are getting everything they get from the internet, from YouTube, streaming and whatnot. Particularly now, I see all the popular music is coming directly from TikTok influence. You know what I'm saying? I know as far as everyone I know that has a new favorite song, it's typically something they saw repetitiously on TikTok, So they don't need the radio to get music.
And you ask yourself, if it's the music now, what's next?
Yeah, I mean, look, we remember when people burned books and people burned CDs, during the disco era. There's always going to be cultural disconnects generationally between people where they don't really understand the music. I mean, you look back at, the Rolling Stones and Bob Dylan, people who are looked at like musical legends nowadays, but their music was very controversial. A lot of things they did were controversial. But time will tell the true story of music culture.
And while we have you here, you all Astros geared up.
Yes.
You came here after the game, so we appreciate that.
Directly from the game. Go Astros, Astros in 6.
How excited are you about the Astros? But it's almost become routine for us now.
Yeah, I mean, look, 6 ALCS appearances in a row, that's a record. This team is looking amazing right now. They've got the energy, they got the momentum. You see what they did to Seattle. Great game tonight. Now, it's not going to be as easy to get rid of the Yankees as it was with Seattle, but I believe Houston has the momentum. We got the bats, and you saw tonight, we definitely got the pitching.
And you're almost like the unofficial spokesperson for the Astros. I mean, you're doing all kinds of stuff with them, right?
I am. Look, it's been a great partnership with the organization over the last 12 years. I've been able to design things with them, create amazing opportunities, amazing events. We fed the Astros organization 2 days before they played the Mariners, and of course you saw they swept them. We didn't get to feed them this time, so they might not sweep them, but I can definitely see these Astros going to the World Series. Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you for joining us. Always good to see you.